to testify about Kim/Diddy?
I really don't know. I can't talk about all the stuff I've been dealing with over the last 2 months, but I don't know. To be honest, like it's weird because I read the lawsuit today. NBC, Ari Mark, Ample Entertainment. The other lawsuit, Maxine Productions, they did Discovery ID about Diddy. They're going to get sued. I am part of these. When they talk about like Ariel Mitchell and Courtney Burgess and the Kim Porter, they're talking about me. Now, for me, I'm a different beast than they are. I'm different. I was a police informant. I am an investigator. I will flip you. I will. And I'll tell you, I'll do it. People like Courtney's a music producer. He's sort of part of pop culture. He was involved in some other big stuff with Tupac that nobody really figured out yet. But Ariel Mitchell, she's got her swag. She's doing her thing. I'm different. I put people in jail for decades. I trigger investigations. I get people thrown in the back of state trooper cars when you're walking down the road. I've done it. I've seen it. And what I did to OJ, what I did on that, if you look at that. So I think Diddy could sue me. Sure, he sent me a cease and desist. He could, but I think there's a little angel on his shoulder, like, be careful with him. Like, I'm predatory, man. I'm predatory. You come after me, I will dig shit up on you, and I'll sue the pants of you, and then I'll depose you, and I will subpoena you, and I will rat you to the cops, and I will file a report with the federal government. Again, yeah. There's a big difference there's not many people that do what I do. I have one guy that does what I do. I'm not going to say his name, and I'm friends with him. So, yeah. So he's like me. He's a little different. He carries a 9mm. I don't. Okay. He's different. He goes straight to the cops and bust your ass. So, yeah, we'll see. I mean, eventually, yeah, as a witness, sure. To be sued, they'd grant me subpoena power, deposition power. They'd have to be really careful.
So Katz wants your thoughts on Kanye West's recent behavior.
Woo!
And is it because he was tied into a Diddy case as well, wasn't he?
Kanye West. Can we talk about Kanye? I'd love to talk about Adolf Hitler. Can we talk about him? Because I no, seriously. I would love. Can we switch gears? Can we do Kanye?
You've been asked, yeah. What are your thoughts on him?
Okay, let's talk about Kanye real quick. All right. Cat Williams said, why do we hold him to the standard of a normal person? Why? He made a very good point. Kanye is not normal. Whether he's autistic, he's on the spectrum, something. I don't know if he's schizophrenic, something. Okay? All he has to do is pick up his phone and tweet something, and everything just shuts down. We're giving this guy way too much power, right? We're letting him say crazy things about Jewish people. What he's doing, like, and I know what he's doing. He's going after Elon in a backhanded way. He stole my Nazi swag. Like, he's kind of a genius in a way. I don't really know if he's even a racist, to be honest. I really don't. I don't know if this is an act. Nobody talks like that. Even when he was on with Alex Jones. Okay? Oh, yeah. He is canceled. He is canceled. I am surprised they aired his commercial. Did you see that? When he's sitting in a dentist chair at the Super Bowl?
What was the gist of the commercial? He's
sitting there with the glasses on, like, I spent all my money on this commercial. Go to Yeezy.com. That's it. That's what he said. Yeah. Like, I was so surprised that they let it go. But Hollywood, they kind of eat their young. What I mean by that is they make money off of destroying each other. Okay? They do. Like when they do award ceremonies. I don't know if I got... When they do award ceremonies, they put a comedian up there and the comedian makes fun of everybody and it's just super awkward. They do it all the time, right? Then they give that same person an Oscar or an Emmy. But first, they have to get destroyed by the comedy industry. So they do this all the time. But here's my point. I don't think Kanye is actually a racist at all. I think this is a game. This is a game for him. And all of us are just falling right into the trap. I guarantee, I know he's off the rails sometimes, but I really don't think he means half of the stuff he says. And look, I've talked about this before. I've had arguments with people. And this might sound weird, but I'll say it anyway, because that's what I do. You guys don't want him to say Hitler's name, right? Well, Hollywood makes stuff about Hitler all the time. Why can't he say it? So when you do Jojo Rabbit with Scarlett Johansson and you show Taika Waititi dancing around dressed as Adolf Hitler, what are you doing? What are you doing? So it's just, it's not. I think
Chris, we've seen in these lawsuits how they scour the internet to get quotes from people to use against them. Don't you think that Kanye is setting himself up for failure in the future by tweeting things about women, misogynistic abuse, that kind of stuff, and that these quotes could be used against him? For example, he's named in a Diddy lawsuit, isn't he?
Well, he's also been named by that, I forgot her name, really pretty girl. She's talked a lot about him and Diddy, right? So I don't know if she has a lawsuit officially or what she's doing. Diddy has the other one with the Asian girl, the model. He stuck the fingers in her mouth and said, "I'm Picasso." Like he's going down. No doubt about that. He's going to lose these lawsuits, or he's just going to settle them for like $2 million each, and they're going to go away. Okay, but yeah, the person. Yes, he is. I mean, he's look, lawyers. They're exactly right. Just like NBC did about Courtney, things he said and Ariel said, and they do that to me on things too. They'll grab what you say in the public and they'll use it against you. Absolutely. So I don't look. I never thought I'd say this. I kind of feel bad for Kim Kardashian. She has Kanye's kids, and she has to wake up every day. Oh yeah, there's your dad selling swastikas online. I mean, think about it. It's really crazy. And he's going to haunt his own children,
Julie wants to know, who do you think is the next big names that are going to go down?
They say Christina Korum, but she's not really famous. Stevie J, they're talking about Fashim Muhammad. They talk about some of the people close to Diddy. Ashton Kutcher's name comes up. Jay-Z obviously is already out there. Leonardo DiCaprio's name is said. Oprah's name is said. I'm not accusing them of anything. I'm just saying this is in the circles. These are the people they're trying to take down. Oprah's been very quiet. Very quiet. If you really look, she has not made a peep, man. And obviously, even Donald Trump, obviously he knew Diddy. There was stuff. He was at parties. I'm not accusing him of doing stuff. There's been other politicians they're saying names. So I don't know who the Enterprise letter will go after. They might just be going after Diddy, I think, but it's to be seen. Look, if you go look at old pictures, you have Prince Harry's there, Prince William, Ye's there, Jay-Z's all over the place. Alex Spiro saying Jay-Z doesn't know Diddy. It's just the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That's one of the worst things I've ever heard attorneys say in public. It's insane. There's so much footage and pictures of Diddy with Jay-Z constantly, like at different years over decades. But there's a lot of people, man. There's a lot. I know they're saying LeBron is at some of the parties. They're talking about him as potentially being on the tapes. There's Kobe. So I'm not saying what they're doing. I'm just saying these people are present, right?
Do you think that Jay-Z has managed to navigate through the dangerous Busby waters, but something else is going to come at him, something separate from Busby?
To me, I don't think so. I don't know what Courtney knows. I don't know what other people like Jaguar knows. I don't know. to me, I've never focused on Jay-Z. I've only focused on Kim Porter and Diddy and the celebrities surrounding that. Even though Jay-Z's photoed with him, in my research, through my investigation, I don't have anything on Jay-Z. I've never seen anything. I've never heard anything on him. Diddy's the monster, not Jay-Z. And I do believe that girl is fake that is suing Jay-Z and Diddy.
All right, I think we've got through most of the questions. Do you think Diddy's case will be televised?
In New York, they do not televise. They do colored drawings with pencils. So I don't think we're going to see it. No.
What has been the most humbling event for you so far in this?
There was a time, I don't remember the date. It was a few months ago, but when everybody called me the culture vulture, the colonizer, the parasite, those 2 days were really hard for me. That humbled me. I had some really weird thoughts in my head. I'll just say it that way. That was a tough time. 2 days. That's it. So it did humble me. It kind of brought me down to planet Earth for a minute. Like, my friend called me. He goes, you're the most hated man in the country right now. And I'm like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, pretty much. Like, are you watching the video? It was after like the Art of Dialogue video. And then like and then 50 Cent called me a fool and said, I'm making all this up. And yeah, there was a lot of stuff. And then Inside Edition said my book was trash, called me, oh, it's just trash. Like, it was hard. But, you know, like I said, I've been training for it. I went through this on OJ, Natalie Wood, Zodiac, Biggie, Delphi. I did. And so, yeah, I got humbled for a couple of days for sure. But we're back.
Well, you know what? That's a very humble and self-reflective answer. And we appreciate that. And that's, you know, yeah, it speaks of character. All right. So what would you like to say to the viewers in conclusion then, Chris?
Thanks for having me again, Sean. And I want Sean to get 1 million subscribers. I need everybody to hit that. You're so close, man. You're like 946. I mean, I want everybody to help out Sean Atwood. Let's get him to 1 million so he can get that plaque. They can mail him that gold or platinum plaque. And but no, Sean, thanks so much. And you know, to be continued. God bless everybody out there. Thanks so much for having me today.
Thanks for coming on, Chris. I'll let you go. I'll close the show. Right. Cheers. Thanks for your time. Take care. So Chris's book link is in the description below this video. If you watched it on replay, support his work. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to see Chris come back with this Courtney Nirvana, not Courtney Purchase, with the Nirvana story. If you want him to come back with this person, you know, someone who's died, and we got the woman. Put a 1 in the chat if you want him to come back. We've got Courtney Love, haven't we? Involved in that. That was on my mind, just fused with the 2 stories. It's midnight here. I've been streaming for hours and hours and hours on end. Kurt Cobain. Yes. They didn't send me a plaque when I got 100K. I ain't holding my breath for no plaque, Spooky. If it comes, it comes. But I'm not in this for plaques. So, Tommy Scoville is back tomorrow night at 9. He's going to be doing a load of the Diddy News stuff because he's been on the Jesters for the past few weeks. And I think he's going to be back to the Jesters the week after that. Ron's got a show in the evening and in the daytime. I think he's got 2 shows tomorrow. He did a phenomenal show on Diddy Today. We want the plaque, Kazza. And Friday night, I think Ron's in charge. Saturday night, we've got a load of stuff pending. We've got a load more JFK stuff. Hope you enjoyed the JFK debate tonight. Put 1 in the chat if you want us to do a flat Earth debate. Remember that? I think that's my most viewed video ever, was the flat Earth debate with the scientists, the 2 Daves. I think they ended up on, they got posted across YouTube. I think they got like 10 million views. The flat Earth debate was my first ever debate. And It was crazy. My mic was going down, and I didn't know how to